When the only thing she had left of her mom was smashed to pieces, the bullies thought she'd cry and run away. But they didn't know she had something else her mom left her, a black belt, and the will to fight back. Hannah wasn't the loud type. She didn't walk into rooms and demand attention. She preferred quiet corners, books, and the faded silver necklace she never took off, a delicate chain with a tiny locket that held her mother's smiling photo. Her mom had passed away 2 years earlier after a sudden illness. That necklace was the last gift her mother had ever given her. Hannah wore it like armor, a piece of love she could touch whenever the world felt too heavy. But high school wasn't kind to people like Hannah. Especially not when you had people like Kayla and her crew, 3 girls who lived for making others feel small. They didn't care about your story, your pain, or your reasons. They smelled weakness like wolves, and they fed on it. It started small, accidentally bumping her in the hallway, snide comments about her clothes. Hannah ignored them. Her mom had taught her patience, told her that rising above cruelty was strength. But that Wednesday afternoon, patience didn't matter anymore. It was in the middle of lunch break. Hannah was sitting under the old oak tree behind the gym, her safe spot, when Kayla's shadow fell across her. "Cute little trinket you've got there," Kayla smirked, pointing at the locket. Hannah instinctively reached for it, holding it close. It's my mom's." "Oh," Kayla sneered, "dead mommy's jewelry. How tragic." Before Hannah could react, Kayla's hand shot out, grabbing the chain and yanking hard. The sound of the chain snapping was louder than the crowd's gasps. The locket hit the ground. Kayla stomped on it. Once. Twice. The delicate hinge bent, the photo inside crumpled. Hannah froze. She couldn't breathe. All she could see was the flattened silver in her mom's face, damaged beyond repair. Kayla laughed, her friends joining in. "Oops. Guess it wasn't worth much after all." Hannah's hands trembled, but not from fear. Something deep inside her, something she had been holding back for years, began to rise. Her mom's voice echoed in her mind, "Strength isn't about hurting people, but it's about knowing when enough is enough." Hannah had been training in martial arts since she was 8. Her mom had made sure of it. Not for fighting, but for discipline, for confidence. Hannah had never used it outside of the dojo. But now. She stood up. Slow. Controlled. The laughter faded as the girls realized she wasn't crying. "You shouldn't have done that," Hannah said quietly. Kayla rolled her eyes. "What are you gonna do, cry on me?" The moment Kayla reached to shove her again, Hannah's training took over. She sidestepped, grabbed Kayla's wrist, and twisted, just enough to make her stumble. The move was clean, practiced, and fast. The lunch crowd murmured. One of Kayla's friends lunged at her. Hannah pivoted, sweeping her leg low, sending the girl to the grass with a thud. Another came forward. Hannah used their momentum, redirecting it until they were on the ground clutching their side. It wasn't wild or sloppy. It was precise. Controlled. Every move her mom's lessons had built into muscle memory. Kayla backed away, her face pale now. "You freak," she spat, holding her wrist. Hannah didn't chase her. She simply bent down, picked up the broken locket, and looked at the dented silver in her palm. Her heart hurt. Tears blurred her vision, not from what she had done, but from the loss that felt fresh all over again. But in that moment, she realized something. They could break the necklace, but not the love it represented. Word spread fast. Teachers got involved. The 3 girls ended up in the hospital with minor injuries, nothing permanent, but enough for them to understand Hannah wasn't an easy target anymore. The school suspended them, and whispers followed Hannah in the halls, but this time the whispers weren't pity. They were respect. That night, Hannah sat at her desk, carefully straightening the photo from the locket. She placed it in a small frame. The necklace was gone, but her mom's voice in her head was louder than ever, "I'm proud of you." And Hannah knew, standing up for herself wasn't about revenge. It was about protecting the part of her that her mom had loved most, her strength. Sometimes life takes away the things we hold closest. But what no one can take from you is your courage. And when the world tries to break you, remember, you're stronger than they'll ever know.